So we're getting a lot of evidence for a breakdown, right? Now I want you to look at Sam here, and you're going to see something, right? So now look at me. Look at me. I'm just sitting, doing nothing, right? You can see I got trapezius. You can see my shoulders. Normal person. This guy, look at him. He literally has no musculature or bone structure on his shoulders. He has no trapezius. He has all these wrinkles all around his eyes and nose, like all these deep, dark lines. Like someone came in and just drew a bunch of really dark lines on his face. He has these gashes where the fat folds are kind of, compressing. And his teeth are very vampiric, right? Like he wants to bite you, right? It doesn't look normal. He has no structure. He's like totally decrepit, right? He's like just this ball of garbage, right? Like, are you even in that shirt? Where is Sam? I see the moon face. It's like someone is like holding Sam's face over this empty shirt, right? Even though we know there's a lot in there, there's no form. It's like the earth when it was made in Genesis 1 in the beginning. It was just like formless and void, like just nothing, like this mass. And until God acted on it. That never happened to Sam. So he's still this mass.
By the way, let me take one more shot. Final one, but focus. Greggy.
Okay, so he's manifesting here. This is a good one. This is a proof. This is one I think we all need to remember, because look at his tongue. Look at the way his tongue has exploded, right? His tongue has like tripled in size to fill his whole mouth. Now, if you look at his eyes again, look on the light side of the moon of his face, right here. Look at how deep that gash is. Like he has nothing back there. Like there's nothing. His eyes are like just in these holes, just staring out at you, right? Like these demon eyes, right? There's just these suspended balls of darkness. And they're like somehow in there. And it's like surrounded by this canyon. I don't understand that. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone with this deep. He's younger than me. And he is sick. Look at this. That right there. That could hide a whole legion, I bet. And he's like facing the light. This is as bright onto that dark, dense demon canyon as you can get. And it's still the pit of hell, right? Wow.
Come out to play. Staffy, are you here to stay?
I got a special thing for you coming up. He's singing a song from the movie The Warriors. I got something special coming up involving this dork and all his other idiots, liars. Kind of like the any which way but Sam thing. Oh, so much coming on this kook. But he's manifesting. So now look again. Okay, this is a good shot. Right here. Look, he is like stretching his face as much as possible on the eyes. Right, look. He's opening his eyes as wide as possible. This is as much as he can do. Look. And he still has this like black demon line over each eye. It's like he's like either painted or somehow he cut into the eye socket above his eye. I don't know. Or is the fat just so aggregated to this eye region that it like folds? Does he have fat folds in his eyes? And then look, right below this eye on the light side of the moon of his face, look at that. Look at that gash. The heck is going on? And now we see the teeth are out of alignment again. His nose is offset. Keeps one that wants to go dark. It wants to go to the left. I don't know. This is really, really weird. This is sick. Look at his traps and his shoulders. It doesn't exist. It just rounds. It just goes from his back and there's no shoulder. Look, nothing. It's like just a smooth curve, like a donut. You know how a donut, it just goes around? It's like half a donut, right? There's no structure. Look, see, look at me. Look at Sam. It's like he's disintegrating in real time.
See, Staffy? I'm manifesting, Staffy.
You sure are. You sure are, Sam. Oh, man. Sam can't make me laugh, but it's not going to change anything. He's gone.
I want to know what it feels like to be like you.
That's real easy to do. You just have to eat better and stop lying. It'll work.
Staffy!
Okay, so we're getting a lot here now, right? This is it. This is the shot we've been waiting for, right? Now, we can see here, it's like no one's home anymore. He has flipped. He's crossed over now. The demon canyons, they're no matter how wide he makes his eyes, right? It isn't gonna help. Now look at his mouth. Look at how disgusting that is. Look at how the spit or the blistering from Bob Branson. Look at how it's created like this stalactite, right? Or a stalagmite. It could be either one. It's like this growing plaque, right? Or spit matter, right? Whatever has aggregated onto his lips has solidified, right? And it's not even breaking. Look, he's like totally extending his face as much as possible. The demon canyons are there. His nostrils are still out of alignment. And now we see he has stalactites or stalagmites of plaque growing. Look at his teeth. Look at all that plaque accumulation. It's like he doesn't even have a separation between his teeth. Look at that. Look at those teeth. Look at all that accumulated plaque. Sam, okay, they have stuff called floss. and you need to get it, okay? You need to get some floss because your bottom front teeth are solidifying. They're turning into like one tooth, like one long, perverted, decaying tooth. All that plaque that you see binding his teeth together and creating these like hydraulic stalactites that keeps his, maybe that's why this side of his mouth opens better. Remember earlier this side of the mouth wasn't opening, but this side was like way up, right? It's like fully operational. Maybe it's because of these stalactite, stalagmite plaque hydraulic lifts. Yeah, he's so full of bacteria and plaque and acidity that it crystallizes into these concretions. It forms this solid state. It goes from the liquid state, right here. It's kind of in the middle. It came from, I believe, the blistering on his lips. Something happened, and then it liquefied, right? It liquefied because of the saliva, and then started to bind his teeth together because he doesn't brush them or floss. But it was so accumulated, right? So much of it, it didn't need anymore. These teeth are all bound together from plaque and tartar. It just then started to evolve. It's like, okay, let's just create a lift. Let's create a hydraulic lift of plaque on the dark side of the moon of his face. And then we'll be able to talk better. Because when the light's on the light side of the moon of his face, it doesn't really work. You know, the dark side seems to have more energy, right? And you get this. It's so much, it's like it's creating. Like the demons are creating these little new things to, like, you know, manifest their desire to be more active on that side. So this is disgusting, and we should never forget it.
Come out to play. In fact, Staffy, look. Besides my love handles, look. See, I've gotten skinnier, Staffy, look.
Okay, why is he not lifting up his shirt? This is not hard to do. He's right there, and he never does it. So why are you trying to make us think you're thin when you're not thin? And we've proven this. And if you want to disprove us, all you have to do is lift your shirt up.
And I'm going to get leaner by the power of Jesus.
And that's going to prove you don't have it. And so, what are you going to do then?
Staffy, come out to play.
I actually did come out to play. I literally joined your live stream without preparing at all yesterday, only to have you not answer me answer you, and you rage quit. So, why are you asking me to come out and play? You're not a good playmate. Look at that. You see how sick that is? We can see, if you look, we can now tell that these deep canyons are not going away. Right? These are permanently marked and etched in his face. These are the signs right there. Look at that. And then over here, look on the, remember I told you earlier he had that spider webbing right there. Look, it's manifesting even more. Like a little demon head is popping out right there. And then again, the canyons, right? All that darkness. He's really sick.
Are you here to stay? Master hurts us. Let's see.
You know, he's being Golem. So I say, now, if Sam could just do this and not teach false doctrine, he'd be kind of fun to be around, you know. It would wear off kind of quick because you can only take so much, you know, bananas, right? But, you know, he is kind of funny. Now, look, though, look, we're getting more of the sickness here. See, remember earlier I told you that if you cut across his mouth, it's like the area from the middle of his mouth up is dying or dead, right? So you have all that we saw earlier with the lower part of the mouth. All the plaque was active, and everything's working there. And the side of the mouth with the hydraulic tartar extension. Outside of that, though, look. So he's got the Brillo pad, vitamin deficient facial hair at the bottom. All this scraggly, gnarly, filthy garbage. But at least he's got stuff there, right? There's some growth there. Maybe microbial, but there's growth. Now, if I go across from his mouth, right across, see where all the hair is right here? Okay, look up. Look at how it like starts to die, right? There's a patch right here. It's just dead. Like it's vitamin deficient, but growing here in the gray area. And then here it's just like, hey, we're dead, right? You don't have anything to do. There's nothing, right? And then you go up here, look, it just becomes like this deforested land, right? This is like an aging, dying forest down here. And then this is where like the land just permanently started to die, right? Nothing can come back. And then look at this sickliness. We can see he has many, sickly skin spots. And he has this vein right here. And it looks like a little worm. A little worm. It may be a worm inside his brain that's like eating his brain. So this could be what's causing all this, right? We might have caught an organism that's like responsible for what's happening to Sam. I don't know. Either that or he has vascular issues, right? His blood flow is not proper, so we get this bulging vein. And it's right above the area, right in the area where he's told, this is where he's dead up here. And see, right here is where the death starts, and all his facial areas die. And this little sickly hairline barely makes it over the ear. And then here, look, there's the dense, deep darkness. Nothing can change that. Look at that. Ah, it is sick. I can't even see in there. What is in there? You could like store stuff in there. So, and then up here, it's just dead. There's no activity, right? There's no growth, no nothing. And, right? Now, his ear is also kind of weird. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't want to know. Let's move on.
Master hurts us.
You deserve it. You were bad. And you're a demon. Trying to take back the ring. And so Master has to punish you. We're getting a lot of good shots here. Let me move myself here. We want to get a good look. Let's look at him. How sick he is. This is really sick. Now look how pale he is. It's like look at the skin, and look at his shirt and the microwave. Right? It's like they're all blending together. Like he's dying. Like all the blood. Right? That vein, that worm vein. It's like it's draining all the remaining blood out of his brain. And so the top of his head is like just dead. It's like totally devoid of color. There's nothing going on up here. And it's dying down here. His mouth is still working though, right? He's got to eat. So.
Precious. My precious.
So Sam has manifested, right? He has now manifested as the demon Golem from Lord of the Rings. And he is going into a fully insane mode, right? All of the imperfections are showing now, right? We have a clear view of what we're dealing with here, right? This is the person who decided he would take issue with me visually at the start of his show. I'm very happy to carry on this process if him and William continue to insult me. I hope you do. I hope you big, tough, fat boys keep attacking me personally. Keep doing that and not addressing my arguments. I'll keep addressing your arguments and destroy you, and then I'll keep doing the same thing to you, showing how pathetic and stupid you are, how you're basically a physical wreck. And comparing yourselves to me is pretty pathetic. I think anyone in their right mind can see that.